I'm Kristen, you're watching Kristincooks, and in today's video I'm going to be showing you 3 salads that I made for last week. 2 of them were for dinner and 1 of them were for lunch, and they're just perfect choices for summertime. You know, you just don't want to cook in the kitchen, turn on your oven and heat your house up. So these are really great choices for this time of year. So if you'd like to see what they are, then just keep watching. All right, so for the first one I would like to show you, it's for a club sandwich pasta salad. It's like a sandwich, but you know, in a pasta. Anyway, so I'm just starting with the dressing in this bowl here. So I'm just starting off with some mayo and sour cream, of course. I think it was like 1/3 cup of each. And then just a little squirt of Dijon mustard. Just like that. And then some red wine vinegar, which will really help to kind of cut through all the rich sour cream and mayo that's going in there. So it's not too heavy, you know. Thin it out a little bit too. And then a little bit of garlic powder. And then salt and pepper. And this dressing was really good, actually. It really kind of complemented the different, the lunch meat, and then there's bacon in it too. If you don't want to do lunch meat, you could do rotisserie chicken, or, you know, cook off a chicken breast if you have that. You know, you can just make it the way that you like it. So back to the dressing, I'm just whisking all of these things together before I start assembling the salad. Okay, so here goes some rotini, I think it's called, the spiral, you know, pasta. You could use macaroni if you wanted, but I'm just going with this type that I had here in my kitchen. So I went with 2 cups of the cooked pasta. Okay, and then about 1 cup of Colby Jack cheese. If you don't want to grate it, you could just cube it up into really small cubes. It's up to you. And then 1 cup of turkey lunch meat that I just kind of cut up into some bite-sized pieces. And then some red onion. Do however much or however little you like. You can just make this how you like it. Oh. I'll have the description, the recipe for all these in the description. One of them you don't really even need a recipe for. It's just something I threw together. It's really easy. You'll see. But anywho, just mix this all up with your spatula. And then I'm going to add some cooked bacon. Some bite-sized pieces here. I just fried that off real quick. And then just kind of throw it in there and mix it up. Just like that. And then, let's see, I think that's about it for now. I think I just cover it with a little plastic wrap and then throw it in the fridge until dinner time, so that all the flavors can get to know each other. And it'll taste better, for sure. So there we go. This little plastic wrap. And then this is what it looks like when it's done. I just cut up some lettuce and a little tomato, and there we go. Dinner is ready. And you can bulk up the protein in here to make it a more substantial dinner. But, you know, you could have it as a lunch too, either way. Okay, and then my next one is just a grilled shrimp Caesar salad. So it's very easy. Just defrost some shrimp or from fresh and just season it up however you like it. I always like to go with a little paprika, salt and pepper, garlic powder, garlic salt. And I'm just using this little basket for my barbecue, and I'm just going to grill these off really quick. I use the basket so that I don't have to worry about skewering the shrimp, and it's just easier that way. So then I just threw together a little salad with this Lighthouse Caesar dressing. This is actually really good. I was kind of surprised. For a bottle dressing, it's really good. You should try this. And then I did a little Parmesan cheese, a little grated Parmesan cheese. And there we go with the shrimp. And I think I did add some croutons too. And a little fresh lemon wedge. And it's just really good. The warm shrimp with the cool salad was a really good combination. So I'm glad I made that. Okay, so then the next one here, this is the third one, is a Mexican street corn pasta salad. Okay, so I'm going to start with the old creamy base again, the mayo, and this time instead of sour cream, I'm going with a little bit of non-fat Greek yogurt. Just to, cut the calories just a little bit, maybe. We'll see. But anywho, and then I'm going to squeeze in, I think I did half a lime to start off with, just to make sure that that lime flavor didn't overpower anything. And also I didn't want to thin it out too much either. So half a lime. And then I have some garlic powder. This is all just a taste. I'm not really measuring anything. A little smoked paprika. Because you know what amounts to put in to where you'd like it, right? That's what I'm doing here. So then a little garlic salt instead of regular salt. Just like this. And then for a little bit of heat, I'm going to do just a little bit of chili powder. Not that much, just need to do a little bit. It's easy to overpower with the chili powder. Yeah, that was kind of a tongue twister. And then you could do queso fresco if you have that. Or, what is that? The really soft Mexican cheese. But I had feta in my fridge, and I really needed to use it up. And I think personally it has a little bit more tang to it and flavor than regular queso fresco, so I use that instead. And then this is what really bumps up the flavor, in my opinion, on this dressing is the tahini. You get the really, really kind of tart flavor from the lime and the chili in here, and it's just perfect. I really like the flavor that tahini gives a lot of different things. I use that in a lot of different ways in my kitchen. So anyway, and I decided I'm just going to go with the other half of the lime because why not? And, you don't want half a lime lying around. So I just dumped the rest of it in, the lime juice, and it was fine. I'm just adjusting my seasonings here. A little bit more garlic salt because I didn't put regular salt in here. So I just wanted to add just a tiny bit more to it. And there we go. Perfect. There we go. All right. So I'm going to add in the pasta. So I'm just going to put in, a couple handfuls, really, 2 or 3 handfuls of this. There we go. I grabbed a spoon. The pasta. I pre-cooked this pasta, by the way, and I had it in my fridge. And then some red onion. And then I grilled off about 5 ears of corn for this, and then I cut the kernels off the cob. So it was just perfect. I really liked the kind of sweet corn in contrast to the tart flavors from the lime. It was really good. And the feta cheese in here. I like the crunch and the little bit of pop you get from the corn, the sweet pop. It's good. And then I just mix it all around. I added a little bit of cilantro to this also. Whoopsie. Okay, now it's time to, this is the lunch, by the way. I didn't mention that. But yeah, I'm just having this for my lunch, and I'm going to add some chicken breast on here, and it's going to be just fine. It's going to be really good. There goes the chicken breast. Like so, and then that's it. It's kind of a light lunch, you know, not too bad. Not too much. But anyway, I'll link these recipes for you below. They all turned out really great. This is, you know, I added the, tomato in there. But anyway, these turned out really well, and I hope you try it this summer. I especially liked the shrimp Caesar. That one was my favorite, I think. But see you in the next one.